Thank you for staying with us. Now we're going to be talking about Best Village, the Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy Competition, and this falls under the Ministry of Sport and Community Development. Here to tell us more about all the exciting things that are happening is Louris Lee-Sing, who's the program manager of this event. Louris, thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me, Dominique.
No problem. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. You know, it's a little early, but I like
Yes.
early.
Okay, sure. All right. So let's talk about Best Village. I mean, this is not an easy undertaking, right? And I know that you're celebrating 60 years of this Best Village competition.
Yeah.
What are the thoughts? What is going into this year's event? What makes this year's event stand out? Because this is the 60th.
So many things, so many things. I mean, Best Village is called the Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy Competition because just after independence, our then Prime Minister, Eric Williams, went around to all the different villages on a Meet the People tour.
Okay.
And he was so impressed by the handicraft in particular, as well as the cultural performances showing, the multicultural heritage
Yes.
of Trinidad and Tobago, that he was inspired to move forward with this Best Village concept,
Right.
of shows to showcase and professionalize and promote and preserve these traditions and these techniques.
Yeah.
And Best Village has had the privilege of being around for 60 years. So we are almost as old as Trinidad and Tobago as
Yeah.
an independent country. And Best Village has made a huge contribution to the landscape, the cultural landscape of Trinidad and Tobago. There are people all over the world working in the creative arts, doing really, really well, and
Yes.
representing our culture that emerged from the Best Village competition. That's the first time they had a reason to get involved. This is something that takes young people from doing nothing.
Yeah.
Aside from school, from having
Yes.
no kind of activity. Some of them not in school, but this is something that targets and hits a different kind of intelligence.
Yes.
And I've been the program manager, the Best Village program, for about a year now. So it's a whole year.
How has that been? How has that year been for you?
It's been so eye-opening.
Okay.
I didn't really understand what it was like to be a public servant before. This is one
Okay.
of I think my second foray into the public service. The last
Okay.
time was 10 months. And it's been such a privilege to get to know the Best Village officers.
Right.
These officers are the lifeblood of the program. They are the ones who keep all these networks going. And right now they're so busy, as am I,
Yes.
getting ready for a really bumper 60th anniversary season. And I'm just so
Yes.
pleased to be here to talk about it because I'm
Right.
very excited.
Yeah, you mentioned something that I think is really important. You spoke about creatives and persons who are abroad and even in the country who got their start at Best Village. And I think it's
Yeah.
so important, one, that is an opportunity for communities to shine. People that you would normally see on a stage who are doing amazing things within their community, within their spaces. And also the fact that this has been played such a pivotal role in these creatives' lives. Talk to us about the legacy of Best Village. Because you'll have now, I'm sure you'll have people who would have been in Best Village and now have children, and they make sure that they are part of it as well too.
Oh, yes. The people who lead and manage the different groups, because Best Village is focused mostly on community groups.
Yes.
We do have some areas where individuals can participate, but ideally, we want to see people coming together, working together within their community. And that kind of community building is a big part of the work that we want to encourage. But Daisy Voisin, I don't know if you ever hear about that
Yes,
lady.
yes, yes.
The first time she sang Parang was on a Best Village stage.
Wow.
And the whole concept of the Parang Festival, of Parang as something that attracts all of this attention. And so that's something that evolved out of getting that attention on the Best Village stage and, turning into the Best Village Parang competition. And people professionalized, people grew from being promoted and preserved.
Yeah.
And it's become, its own thing. That's very much independent of Best Village, and that is a wonderful annual event that people look forward to.
Right.
And coming out of the pandemic, it's we did have some activities last year. We had folk presentations,
Okay.
which are like short form performances. But this year, it's 6 day. Pandemic measures have eased. We want to celebrate.
Yes. So going into this year, what does that program look like? The activities, all the activities surrounding the Best Village competition this year.
Well, we opened this year with an interfaith service,
Okay.
which went really, really well just a few weeks ago, and we felt the need to really bless the 60th anniversary
Yes.
season. So we used that opportunity to celebrate the many faiths of Trinidad and Tobago, and it was beautiful. Then we're going into the Clean and Beautify competition.
Okay.
Now, that registration for Clean and Beautify is going on right now, right? So you can actually go to the ministry's website and you can register your community group. And you can do some cleanup work in the area. There are different categories. There's Best Community Flower Garden, for example. There is Best Kept Street.
Okay.
Yeah, so you and everyone on your street could get together, form a little group, and keep your street. There's best kept meeting space / community center. So how do you keep your surroundings?
Yes.
The aesthetics of our communities is very, very important. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one, who's a little distressed by, the way some of our public areas look.
Yeah, right. But I love the fact that this includes not just the arts and performing, but it also includes things about the environment and sustainability and so on.
Well, we're a very holistic program. Straight after Clean and Beautify, starting from April the 1st, and going pretty much every weekend with the exception of Easter.
Okay.
We will be having what we call folk presentation preliminaries in the counties, in all the different counties, inclusive of Tobago. So look out for that. Go to the website, see when we're coming to your county. I think we start with St. Patrick West on April the 1st. That's going to be at the Egypt Government Primary School.
Okay.
So that's an exciting event. You're gonna come. It's free. All Best Village events are free. Okay. So we want the public to come out and enjoy our events. We want them to participate in our programming. We want to see all of these wonderful things come to fruition.
Yes. How long does the entire competition span with the prelims, the semis and finals? What's the timeline for this?
Okay, so Best Village runs usually from April to September.
Okay.
After folk presentation preliminaries, we have the Lauren Rivet preliminaries.
Okay.
And that is to choose a queen for this year for Miss Lauren Rivet.
Yes.
And Lauren Rivet is a talent competition. The focus is on the talents that the young ladies have. It's not a beauty competition. There's no points for how good looking you are.
Yeah.
Right? It's about your talents. It's about how you carry the dress, the gown, and the crafting of your gown is a big part of it. So again, just like folk presentations, just like Clean and Beautify, we're focused on bringing teams of people together to create and craft artistry together. So it's not just the girl, it's the young woman as well as her entire team. There's awards for makeup, there's awards for hairstyle. Okay. So we're really at the craft of it. The gown itself has a lot of strict rules about how the craft can be, and our current queen, Tanika Francis, a wonderful, wonderful young lady. So you'll be seeing her at many of our events as we go through the year, representing for Miss Lauren Rivet.
Nice.
As we go forward in the year,
Mm-hmm.
we have the Junior Noel Drum Festival, and Junior Noel was an amazing drummer, master drummer, teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and he's revered in the drumming community. So we want to pay tribute to him this year. It's long overdue,
Right.
and I think it's going to be exciting. That's on May the 27th. Then we have folk theater. Tell you, it's packed, it's packed.
Yes, it is.
All right. And we have folk theater preliminaries running from around the middle of May until the June the 10th.
Okay.
And every night there is a folk theater performance in a different county, in a different community. And for prelims, we go to the communities
Okay.
and see the show, and we bring, patrons to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the food and folk fair. Okay, that's
Okay.
on June the 11th, which is a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And we are very excited about that because that's something we've been wanting to bring back for a long, 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 long.
Right. I mean, and
You know?
it's good that it's not just, showcase of talent, but it's also a way for persons within the community to now make revenue.
Yes, and we
Mm-hmm.
have things like menu of the day,
Okay.
uh, as well as you're selling the food as well as having it competing,
Okay.
and you get prizes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really fun event, and at that event we'll be presenting all the county winners
Okay.
in presentation. So you'll be seeing the best from around Trinidad and Tobago up to that point, because people just come up for finals. People just come up. It's very exciting. Then we have Village Olympics, which is Best Village Sports. However, it's all about the dance pass mark.
Okay. I was
And
gonna
tell
ask.
everyone
I was gonna ask.
that is hotly contested. It's a march pass, dance pass kind of hybrid.
Okay.
Uh, I'm really looking forward to it. I hear the groups come out and it's crazy. Again, that's another event we haven't been able to do for a long time. But our minister, the Honorable Shamfa Kujo, she has really supported us. She recognizes the importance of our 60th anniversary,
Yeah.
and it's something that she's really committed to. And I know she's committed to it because we always talking, we always trying to move things forward. So yeah, I think it's going to be a bumper season, and I just want to, it's so hard to reach people nowadays.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to have this platform. Thanks for having us.
No, most definitely. I mean, it sounds really packed, but it sounds also very exciting.
Yes.
And I can imagine the excitement for the team having the ability to now bring this back, certain aspects of it back in the forefront after all these years and even, coming out of the pandemic. Talk to us about what goes into the planning of something like this. Because you listed a couple events there, but I know there's so much more that is going to be happening. How do you find the balance, you and the team as well?
Well, I think I have found myself within a very capable, experienced team.
Okay.
When I express worry, I'm like, oh, we could do all these things. This is a lot. And they're like, no, we do this. This is how we do this. This person will do this. I am as a manager. I'm learning to delegate. That's
Right.
always a struggle.
Yes.
What I've found is that we've built trust as a team. I've seen their competencies, and I still have so much more to learn from them.
Yes.
But these are very experienced officers, the best village officers and assistants, and I've learned they can make anything happen. They're magic.
Right.
Key, and I'll say this to anyone, is to ask for help, is to reach out
Yes.
and say, this is what I'm struggling with. And quick time, but someone comes up with a solution. It's wonderful to be part of a functional team, and we definitely are. So I'm very confident. Yes, we'll have some stressful times, I'm very confident that we'll be able to produce an excellent season.
Right. And I mean, we're talking about the talent on stage, but there's also talent behind the scenes as well, too. You know, a lot of this is a lot of production work. So does the team need volunteers? And is there going to be like a call for volunteers? Where can persons who may be hearing this about this and want to be involved in it, how can they offer assistance to help with the team?
I think it's important if you want to volunteer, if you want to assist in Best Village, just reach out to your county district office.
Okay.
I really urge people to check out the Ministry of Sport and Community Development's website, or do what I do and just Google Best Village 2023,
Yes.
which pretty much takes you to our site. And from there, you can figure out which county you're in and which county office is the best one for you to reach out to, and you offer your help, and the officers will direct you as to how you can best assist, because we need different things.
Yeah.
And even though we have a allocated budget, at the end of the day we're trying to maximize it to the max.
Yes.
So any assistance that people want to give, as far as giving their time or in kind, we're open to it, but we want to make sure it's appropriate
Correct.
and
Yeah.
useful. So talk to the district officers and they can guide you.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Louris Lee-Sing, for joining us this morning. And just give us the website again where persons can get more information, or on Facebook as well. They can keep up to
Sure.
date with the schedule.
Well, you can follow the Ministry of Sport and Community Development across the social medias, as well as their website. And you can also access our Facebook and Instagram, Best Village TT. So there's a few options, but the easiest thing to do is just Google Best Village 2023, and follow where that leads you. It'll take you to the Ministry of Sport and Community Development's page for Best Village, and all the information is there. You can reach out to your county office. You can reach out to our head office at House. All the contact information is there. And let us know what you're thinking, what you need clarified, because we want the public at large to participate in Best Village this year as audience, as performers, as competitors.
Yes.
It's our 60th, and we're celebrating in style.
Nice. All right, all the best to you and the team, and I definitely will try my best to catch up on some of the events that they're having in the communities. All right.
Well, thank you so much, Dominique.
No
Thanks for
problem.
the platform, and I hope to see you at some of the events. Come
No
food
problem.
fair.
Yes,
Come take.
most definitely, yes.
All right, come true.
All right, we take a break. When we come back, we have lots more. We'll go to news, and then we'll come back with more.